Recording?
We are now, guys. We're recording.
Okay.
Look good.
Hey, Mickey D. Nice to see a face to the name, buddy. Can he hear us? I don't think he can hear us. Can you hear me, Mickey? Do you want to text him, Dwayne? Do you want to text him and tell him to enable computer audio?
Hi, Suzanne.
Hey, Suzanne. Woo, 33. 33 on State of Origin. I'm so proud of you guys.
This is a crazy turnout. I didn't think anyone would turn up this big game on. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, you know what? I should put money on it with you because I knew everyone would. Hey, Morgan.
Okay, it is 8:05.
Ricky, you're naked.
Is anyone expecting any other guests, or else we'll just get a move on?
Hey, Kim. Yeah, they're still coming in. No, that's okay. There are more people coming, but you know, the time was 8 o'clock, so.
You want to wait for just 2 more minutes then?
Are you guys all happy to wait for 2 minutes? We don't want to hold you up too long. What happened? You were naked a second ago, Mickey. Okay. Can everybody hear us okay? Can you just give me a thumbs up if you're muted that you can hear? Perfect. Oh, so you heard me giving you shit, mate. All right. Okay, I think we should just make a start. Hiya, Kim. Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay, so welcome, guys. Tonight I'd like to welcome some special guests that we have. We have Eric Kingston from the USA, where it's 5 a.m., and Mandy Elliott, who's dialed in from Greece, where it's 2 p.m. We also have Germany in the house this evening, as well as New Zealand and Australia. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and join us for our Super 7 team presentation. We are going to be muting everybody throughout the presentation, and then at the end we will open the room for Q&A. So just bear with me. Okay, my name is Debbie, and Rita and myself will be hosting this evening to guide you through our Work From Anywhere program. Thanks, Rita.
So what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. Pretty much that's digital money. And like an email, you can't actually touch it. The value of one Bitcoin is over $3,000 AUD today. You can buy Bitcoin in percentages, so you don't have to buy a full one. Bitcoin was a few cents back in 2009. Last year in November, it was valued at $600 for one. So 6 months later, here we are at $3,000 one Bitcoin. And I can assure you that if you had $600 in the bank last year, 6 months later, it is not going to be worth $3,000. The price fluctuates with the stock market. It is also a legal tender currency in Japan. An estimated $10,000 is its value for next year, 2018. There are 6 million people worldwide who have a Bitcoin wallet, so who use it. There are also 100,000 merchants who accept Bitcoin as payment. You can order a Bitcoin card, which is endorsed by Visa, and you can use this at any ATM machine to withdraw the equivalent in cash. In Australia, we use a Bitcoin Visa debit card at our major stores and at our malls. We can also buy Bitcoin. We make a deposit at any Commonwealth Bank, Westpac, ANZ, news agents, and we get our Bitcoin via a third-party business.
Okay, so what we're selling this evening is online business building packages. everything you need to market your online business. My 7 business started pre-launch with these packages 4 weeks ago, just a little over 4 weeks. Stage 1 of the business building package was released yesterday, which was great, and as a website building tool. For less than $200, you will have access to over thousands of dollars worth of training material, which is an absolute bonus. Just to put that into relation to other packages that are out there, Amazon's Business in a Box retails for about $5,000 per package. Thanks, Rita.
So this is table 1, and we refer you to market these business building packages and this program to family, friends, and to work colleagues, basically anyone who wants to earn an income. So to earn commissions on this table of 14, you must refer 2 people. You're welcome to refer more, but 2 is the requirement to earn an income on this table. As your first 2 people refer theirs and this duplicates, your table, which we also call a matrix, will fill up and it will be completed. Once it's completed, you'll earn commissions of around about $790 today. It doesn't stop there. When this cycle is completed, you will drop down into a duplicate matrix where you will sit by yourself. As this fills up with people and they complete their table of 14, they too will drop down beside you and begin to fill your matrix up again. You also have the option to refer new people to your business. The more people you have, the faster you earn a residual income over and over again.
Okay, so this is what a completed table looks like, a 2x3 matrix where you bring in your 2, they bring in their 2, and so on and so forth. Now, I know some of you will automatically be thinking about this time, this looks like a pyramid. The physical structure is the same as any MLM business, any company, any workplace, any hierarchy. The reason this isn't a pyramid is because a pyramid filters the money from the people below all the way to the person at the top, okay? And the people under them very rarely get anything. And what we're buying a business package, and we create earnings or a residual income from our referrals. So it doesn't matter where you are placed either in this matrix, okay? Unlike binary, you're paid for the work you do. Everybody is paid the same, and if you don't work, you just don't get paid. So if someone under you in your matrix refers more people than you do, then they get the opportunity to earn more money than you do. Thanks, Rita.
Okay, so this is table 2, and the entry fee for table 2 is 0.21 of a Bitcoin, which is around about $630 today. And as you can see, this table is a table of 6, so smaller than the first table, and you don't have to have 2 people to qualify to earn an income on this table. So again, as this table will gets completed, and ideally we want this table to be completed from the people that you built your organization with in the very first table. As this gets completed, you will earn an income of 1,500 Australian dollars, and again, it doesn't stop there. When this table completes, you will drop down into a duplicate table and have the chance to fill that table up again. That is a free chance for you, and you fill them up as these 2 friends of yours complete their last line of business. This is table 2's commissions are 0.5 of a Bitcoin, so we ask that you go around this table 2 times because we want you to get 1 Bitcoin. And the reason being is because we want to invite you to table 3. Now, table 3's entry is 1.05 of a Bitcoin, and you can choose whether you want to enter table 3. You can gladly go around the first 2 tables. It's optional. But If you want to, it's available for you and the rewards are great. So approximately $3,000 in today's market will get you a seat at table 3. Again, we ask, because it is a table of 14, so it is a big table, we ask that you bring 2 people to qualify for commissions here. It's only fair, and it also makes the momentum go faster in your business so your organization can grow. So once your 2 friends get their 2 friends and then that duplicates again, your table of 14 will be completed and you will get commissions in table 3 of $21,000. So basically you can come into this business with 200 and complete table 3 and get rewards of $21,000 worth of Bitcoin in today's market. Now it doesn't stop there. You also drop down once that's completed into another empty duplicate table where you get the chance to do that all over again. Again, ideally you want the people in your previous businesses to follow you into this, and you also have the option to add new people in. So again, the more people you have in your business, the faster you'll earn income, and that will be over and over again. So it's pretty easy to duplicate. Really follow the system, which is just you bring in 2 people, they bring in 2, and it duplicates. This is our website. And what we're going to do, we're just going to have a look at Debbie's back office. Thanks for that, Debbie. This is what we call a table of 14. This is a matrix. So Debbie completed her table. As you can see, these are all people here. Even the orange spots are actually people, but they just haven't uploaded a photograph. So when Debbie completed this particular table of 14, she earned commissions of about 950 Australian dollars. She then dropped down into a duplicate table for free. She was sitting at that table on her own, but as her friends and family members like Sherilyn and Wendy, as they also completed their table of 14, they too dropped down beside her because she is their sponsor and they followed her. So as you can see, she only has about 6 more spots to fill, and then Debbie will get commissions of around about $900 again. This is going to happen for Debbie over and over again. So I just want to take you through the levels of her business. This is Sherilyn, and Sherilyn is level 1, and she has completed her table of 14. Her matrix is full, and Sherilyn also got her commissions of around about $900. This is Wendy. Wendy is from New Zealand. She completed her table of 14. Her matrix is full, and she got about 1,000 New Zealand dollars. Level 3, we have Jess, and Jess has completed her table of 14. Again, she got about $900 commission. We have 2 people on level 4. We have Carol, and we also have Penny on level 4. They too both got around $800 to $900. Penny got closer to 1,000 because she gets paid in, she's in New Zealand. And just want to touch on the pyramid question. We have our friend Dwayne here, who was actually sponsored by Penny, and he completed his matrix before her. So he got paid before his sponsor. In a normal pyramid, that isn't the case. On level 5, we've got Dwayne, who completed his matrix, so he also got around $800 to $900. We've got Mickey D, who's just a few people away from his commissions. Good on you, Mickey. And then we have Ryan, and Ryan has a few people in his organization, and he's level 7. So this is 7 levels deep in Debbie's organization. We've got Scott and Megan on level 8. We've got Tony to Cheryl level 9, and we've got Ken sitting on level 10. So the depth of this business in just over 4 weeks is quite phenomenal.
How good is that, guys? I mean, it's an easy to duplicate business. Less than $200 to buy in and secure your spot, and create for yourself multiple income streams, daily payouts, and unlimited earning potential.
Hello.
So our business is about friends helping friends. Okay, you can come in. We have an absolutely great environment where our kaupapa or our protocol is friends helping friends, and we've gained so much more from this business than just money. I mean, we've made some great friendships. There's been some great personal development going on for a lot of us. We have a great team and team support. And yeah, people have just come together. We all see the goal. So I'd like to take this time now to maybe introduce Mandy and Eric, and maybe they would like to just say a couple of words about this amazing opportunity. So could you unmute for me, Rita?
I'm unmuted.
You're unmuted. Thanks, Mandy.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, who's that? Eric, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm listening. Great presentation. I love the presentation. You know, in the United States, which is much different than across the pond, as I call it. I love the way you guys come together and put your team together and can get everybody on board. It's a little bit different over here. To get everybody together in one spot is really difficult. It seems like, and there again, I'm talking about 5 o'clock in the morning here, but I know it's different time there. But, 41 participants, and you guys have built a tremendous team over there. And I can see right now, just from Rita doing the drop down there, you guys are building a very, very, very strong team. I'm glad the way you showed that drop down. 10 levels deep in 4 weeks. That's a tremendous task right there.
It's absolutely phenomenal because I've been talking with Debbie quite a lot, and linking arms with a lot of the team, and they have an amazing ethic of business ethic of working together. And it's a couple of days ago, Debbie, it was just a line I threw away to you, and you said, to mention it on here. Because it's more than just, I want to earn some Bitcoin for myself and put it in a tiny little corner for my future. It's also very clear, as we've got here on the screen, friends helping friends, and it's helping family. And I just mentioned to Debbie how there's a little park, it's a little bit of scrapland opposite where I live. And I mentioned to some local Greeks, because there's a swing tied, a bit of rope with a swing tied to a tree, and this rusty old thing that goes round that they call a roundabout. And I've just said to the Greeks, I'd really like to make that into a proper little playground. Nothing fantastic. Here it's like living back in the 60s. Just a couple little simple swings, a slide, a roundabout, and then some flatland for maybe if they've got a skateboard, which I don't think I've seen skateboards in Greece yet. Bicycles kick a ball around. And the Greeks looked at me like, well, we haven't got any money, we can't do that. And I said, I'd like to do this because I'm English. They've welcomed me into their community. They treat me like a local. Anything that happens, they knock on my door, say, come on, Mandy, you've got to come to our celebrations. And I'm really learning about their culture, about their lifestyle. And I wanted to do something in return. And so, we've got this underway now. The Greeks this weekend, they bought these coloured paints. They're painting the walls. They're going to paint it like little fortress castles with little toy soldiers, like in their soldiers' hats around the edges, and like a portcullis and things like that. The ground's being levelled off. I don't know where they got a bulldozer from, because on a little island, anything like that, you've got to ship it in from the day from over on the mainland and then send it back. But they've done their bit, and I've just hired bought some swings and a roundabout and a slide. And it's so good that you can do things for the community as well as for yourself, your friends, your family. And that's just something I wanted to put out here. And thanks, Debbie, for saying, could I just repeat that? It was just a throwaway line that we had in a conversation the other day.
I just absolutely love that. So, Mandy and Eric are some of the biggest builders in this business, so we can learn a lot from them. And we're very honoured to have you both on our meeting tonight. But that's the other things that you can do in this program. Not only can you help yourself, but you can also help your community, help your friends, and help your family. Now, the reason I joined this business very quickly and without boring you was I had to quit my job as a branch manager of a lending facility because I have a daughter that has mental health issues, and I needed to be available to help her and her 3-year-old daughter. I now have full care of her daughter as she's not well enough to look after her. But she rang me and said, Mum, you know, I'm going to be evicted and I've got no money. And she's being a Kiwi in Australia, she's not entitled to any help. So this opportunity, I actually prayed for help, and this opportunity presented later that night. And I was like, well, this must be the answer for me. So I took a leap of faith. It was an affordable buy-in. Obviously, it was less than $200. And I cycled in the first 5 days. Well, really 6. But since I signed up at 2 o'clock in the morning, it doesn't count. You know, and I made my $950. And then 2 days later, I made another $1,500. Now, the good thing about that is I can actually use my Bitcoin right now. So I was able to draw that money out and pay for my daughter's rent to stop her from being evicted. And that for me was a weight off my shoulder. This is why I love it. It's easily duplicatable. You know, it's a one-time buy. There's no other fees. No annual website that we've been given. You know, and we get this amazing training package in the back office that is going to help us. We'll have videos and training materials, thousands of dollars worth, you know, to educate ourselves, to better ourselves, and to help us promote our own business. So I really don't believe it gets much better than that. Would to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you. You know, 40 people just a moment ago. Some may have jumped off to go and watch the end of the league. I know it's a big night in Australia. I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for being here. Now, we are going to open up the table for some questions. If anybody has any questions, either for myself, Rita, maybe Mandy and Eric would be happy to answer some questions for you guys.
You bet.
And then after that, we will close the room, and anybody that is interested in joining back, we will reopen the room in 15 minutes. If you'd like to join our business, we are more than happy to take you through the sign-up process. All you need is the person's name that referred you, and we won't be here in 15 minutes. So right now, we'll just open the room, and if you have any questions, please fire away.
Thanks, Debbie. Can you just put your hand up and ask the questions? I'll mute you all, but just one by one, because we've got such a big room. Just put your hand up and then we'll answer one question at a time. So, who has a question? Anybody? Okay. Did you want to say something, Debbie?
Yeah, I said you muted me. I have a question. Does anyone have a question?
Okay, we've got Leanne. Leanne's got a question.
Yeah, Dale, I had one of my friends ask me today, like, they join and they start making money and they start dropping down and they drop into level 3 and start making the big bucks, you know, like 20,000 and that. What happens with the taxation department and things like that?
That's a conversation for their accountant. I'll be honest. Okay, so I do want to say, and this is absolutely personal choice. Okay, because you have a wallet that is, which is your own bank account, I guess, online, and you use a Visa debit card to take straight from your wallet, or a prepaid Visa debit card which you load with your Bitcoin and can turn into cash. The choice is entirely yours. Now, I would suggest if that's the case, I would definitely be talking to an accountant, and they can best advise you. We're not tax, tax accountants here, so Yeah, great.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's
Okay,
responsible for their own accountancy and financial taxes. It's different across the world, but we all take responsibility for to make sure that. Let's put it this way: I don't want to go to prison. I want to enjoy my life spending my Bitcoin. So I'm keeping myself legal and legitimate and talking to my financial advisor.
That's perfect. Thanks for that, Mandy. Chrissy, did you have a question? Just unmute yourself, hon.
I did. I just wanted to ask, I understand you're in cycle and then you drop down into cycle 2. Once you've cycled there, what happens? Do you keep cycling or do you buy in again at each table?
No, this is actually something that I did meant to mention before. We cut a part of the slide out. This is a brand new presentation for Rita and I tonight. Obviously, the ones that have seen it before, we tried to glam it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So before I go any further, I'm going to say, Rita, you rocked. Thank you. I was having anxiety. Just to be really, really honest, I was having massive anxiety because it was brand new and it was something different for us. So usually I just say, when you buy out of the mini and into the starter, you actually stay in the mini. And the mini is our foundation, and we keep building that mini because that is our basis of a good, strong business, yeah? When we move into the starter, our team follow us, but we still need to feed our mini to look after the foundation, but we stay in there. So we move into the starter, we stay in the mini, we cycle in the starter twice, we go out, we buy into the one table. We get to stay in the mini, the starter, and now we're in the one. Once we cycle in the one, we get to stay there. And I really, really can't wait. I don't expect everybody to join me at this table, but oh my gosh, I'm heading for that 3 Bitcoin table with the 21 Bitcoin payout. That's what rocks my boat. So there's ample opportunity. As Eric released the other day, there is a new cycler coming out. It's a 2x2. That's about all that we can say until it's released. I think the release date may be 3 to 4 weeks away, Eric.
No,
you mentioned that on
actually, Debbie, I think you're going to probably see it released in the next 8 or 10 days.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Since you've come all the way from America, can you give us a little taster?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not what the word I'm looking for here is. I'm not going to hold anybody back. The newest program that's out, the new 2x2, it's called the Rocket. It should be up on the website, I think, in the next 5 to 6, maybe 7, 8 days. Anybody can come on and join. It's a little 2x2, just like the starter program. It's a 1.25 Bitcoin buy-in. It pays 2.75 Bitcoin for every 6 people that fall under you in your matrix. The big caveat there that I think makes it a great program is each personal that you bring in the 2x2 Rocket Matrix or My 7 Rocket, it pays you $500 or 0.2 Bitcoin for every person you personally bring.
It's like a
So that, if you brought all 6 people and you got paid out, you could potentially make 3.95 Bitcoin for just 6 people.
Wow. How's that, guys? Does that sound exciting?
It's almost $10,000 US dollars.
Yes, it does.
That's about
3. Oh my gosh. I'm so there. Who's coming with me? I'm having heart attacks. Woo-hoo! Yeah, Carol, I see it. Who else is coming?
Hey, Debbie,
Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
So Chrissy, just to answer your question, Chrissy, no, you only ever pay entry one time. Every subsequent time after that, it's over and over again for free. This is true income.
Yeah.
And you can cycle
This is a business like no one.
100 times, as many times as you like. I mean, one of the programs, I think I've cycled 7, I cycled in another one 3. So it's every time it's free. Once you're in there, you just keep going and going.
Okay, right. So you can move on to the next table and still remain in the other one.
Yes.
Exactly. So you actually never leave the table that you've moved on from. you stay in there and you cycle over and over. So not only are you earning income in each table that you're placed in, like, you know, you start in the mini, you start cycling there, you move into the starter, you're still in the mini, so you're still cycling, plus you're making the money in the starter, and then when you move into the 1 Bitcoin, you're still making the money in the other 2. So, I mean, we say that you can earn 7 Bitcoin, but reality is you're earning more than that because you're cycling in all 3 cyclers. And then obviously we've got the rocket pocket, was it? The rocket cycler. The rocket. I love it. The rocket, which is a 2x2 matrix. So you've already got your team following you through the starter and into this one, which I'm assuming is going to land between the starter and the 1 Bitcoin. Well, it doesn't really matter. You can buy into whatever, yeah? Yeah.
Cool. The way to look at that, I think, Debbie, is look at everything as an individual income revenue stream. You don't have to come into any program in any order. You can actually do what most of us probably done, like Mandy and myself, for instance. We came into the one program first because it was the first one available, and then we went backwards. But at the same time, the way you all are explaining it and the way you're doing it, in my mind, is the correct way, because once you cycle in the mini program, you automatically have the funds to move forward and progress into each program with no more money out of pocket. So it's a great concept, Debbie.
Thank you very much. Okay, guys, so if there's no other questions, we have
Chrissy,
oh, hello.
Alicia does.
Hey, Lucy. Hi, hon. You got a question?
Here, I haven't seen you for a long time, couple of years. Nice to see your face.
Oh, thank you. You too.
It's
been a very long time. Alicia, is it? Oh, I see. I've got a good memory. Do you have a question, honey?
Yes, please. Yeah. Just in regards to, like, if you start in the mini and then progress to the next one, and you're sort of still cycling in the mini. So is it just as you start to find your footing that it would be your personal choice as to, say, someone else wants to join in with it, where you would place them? Would you place them in your previous cycle, or if you've got your second cycle, the starter one going? I'm guessing that's the second one, I think I gathered.
Look, I know. I think with the mini, with the mini, you need 2 people to qualify, yeah? Now, there's a lot of people out there that will go, I'm not building. I can't find 2 people. And that's okay. If you're in the starter, invite them straight into the starter, you know. They would need to still tell people about it. They don't need anybody to qualify them, but they would still need to be bringing people through. Otherwise, they'd probably have to sit and wait for your team to cycle through, to cycle them. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm just sort of trying to get my head around the whole thing, and that kind of clarifies it a bit.
Yeah, no worries.
Cool.
Does anyone else have any questions? Okay, so if not, we will wrap this up this evening. Once again, I would like to thank you all for attending and taking time out of your evenings. A special thank you to Mandy and to Eric for attending. Yeah.
Oh,
Now,
sorry. Am I on? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, Donna, who was
Excited. Sorry, excited.
She's wearing blue. I'm picking it wasn't Queensland. Yeah, so we'll close the room now. Let you get to your state of origin. We will open the room in 15 minutes. And if you do wish to join us and sign up this evening, we will be here to help you. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Go the Blues! Go the Blues!
Bye.
Go the Blues!
Up the Blues!